guys, it's me Erica. Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I am doing a review of the whole Gigi Hadid and Maybelline collection. So the only thing that I don't have in this entire collection is the cushion foundation or the cushion BB cream, whatever it is that is out, and I didn't get it because I am not the cushion type of girl. I do own some cushions, but I don't use them as much as I use liquid foundations. That is why I decided to pass on to that. So I have like the entire collection here beside me. Let's jump right into the review. So I'm going to start off with the lipsticks. She has come out with 6 lipsticks in this packaging. It's a beautiful packaging. It is like one is holographic and one is like gold. The packaging is just beautiful and stunning. The East Coast and West Coast collections have 3 lipsticks each. 3 are more of the nudes and 3 right here are more of reds. I do also have the 6 lip liners. So let's talk about the lipsticks. So she has like the nudes. I'm going to insert swatches of these lipsticks and the matching lip liners. So she has named the nudes Mccall, Taura, and Erin. The reds are named Lani, Austyn, and Khair. I hope I am saying the names right. My favorite shade out of the nudes is this. This is the shade called Taura. It's a beautiful, beautiful nude. It's the kind of nude that I can wear every single day, and the formula is very similar to the creamy mattes. I know it is labeled as matte, but it still has to shine on it. So I'm wearing the shade Taura right now on my lips. Underneath it is the lip liner called Erin, and my favorite red is this. This is the shade called Khair. It's a beautiful, beautiful red. It's deeper than the 2 reds right here, and it is beautiful. So the lipsticks are, as I've said before, it is creamy, it is comfortable. It's not really long wearing. It's not liquid lipstick, so it's not going to be long wearing. It's not transfer proof. I really do love the formula. The pigmentation is there. They are not streaky, they are not patchy. For a lipstick, the pigmentation is really great. Same with the liners right here. The liners are matte as well, and they glide on smoothly. They don't leave patches. They are not streaky, and they are retractable. As you can see, they are retractable, so you don't need to sharpen them. It's not going to be a hassle to sharpen them. Basically, are the lipsticks a must-have if you don't have these types of colors? Yes, they are a must-have because the pigment, as I've said, they are great quality for the price. They wear well, they look beautiful on the lips, and you just have to find the shade for you. So now I'm going to insert the swatches. So these are the swatches as follows. We have Mccall, Taura, Erin, Lani, Austyn, and Khair. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the Tinted primer right here. This is in the shade medium deep. I got the medium deep because I've seen that it blends into like a sheer one. So here is what it looks like. It looks pretty dark. I know for me it looks like pretty orange and pretty dark, but this like blends into a sheer coverage. Like it looks sheer when you blend it out with a beauty blender or with a brush. So this is good if you are not wearing foundation. This is good if you want to look bronzed, and because this is supposed to be a tinted primer. This is supposed to wear underneath a foundation. I tried wearing this underneath a full coverage foundation, and it's not working like that. You cannot see it underneath a full coverage foundation, but with a sheer to light coverage foundation, you will see it. It's still visible. You can wear this on your natural days when you just want to look bronze. You do not really want to wear foundation. You can just put this tinted primer and then a concealer, and then just set it with powder and you're good to go. Does it make my foundation last longer? I didn't see a difference at all. I just seen, like as I've said, if you're wearing a light to sheer coverage, or if you're not wearing foundation at all, you're just wearing that, you can see that your skin is bronze. It looks like naturally bronze, but as like a primer that is supposed to make your foundation last longer, I didn't see a difference. Is it a must-have? No. For me, it's not a must-have. For me, you should just get a primer that would make your foundation last. You have contour sticks, you have your bronzer powders, your contour powders for you to look bronze. So it's not really a must-have, but it is a good product. It's not just a great product that I would recommend. The next two products I'm going to talk about are this one. These are the liquid strobe. The gold one is in the warm one, and the holographic packaging is the cool one. So these are similar to their liquid strobe formula. So it comes in this nude pink packaging. Same with the tinted primer, but the difference is that the tinted primer has more product than this two have. This is the cold one and this is the warm one. So this is what they look like once I blend it with my fingers. So the thing is, you can see that it is quite blinding if you look at it like this. But the thing is, once you blend it using a sponge or a brush onto your cheeks, it's not really that poppin'. So what I am saying is that they look intense. Like on the hand, they look intense, but once they are blended well onto the skin, they don't look that intense. I'm pretty sure this is like more than enough to do one top of a cheekbone. So this is what it looks like if you use that amount. It just looks like basically a sheen. So that is like a realistic amount that you would put like on tops of your cheekbones, on your nose, or even less than that. And it basically is just subtle. It's like really subtle. So if you expect a beaming highlight out of this, it is not that kind of product. If you expect a beaming liquid highlight, go for their original liquid strobe. So they have the original liquid strobes in a different packaging, and that works better if you want a beaming highlight, because that is beaming. But these are for those people who just want a subtle glow. So they blend well, they do not look patchy on the skin, they do not grab on areas, they just give you that nice, wonderful sheen. This gives you that glow from within effect. That being said, is it a must-have? No, it isn't a must-have, because they have this liquid strobes that are a lot intense than this, and they are cheaper, because these products right here are priced at a higher price point. I'm going to put the prices on the description box down below so that you can see how much each product costs. For me, you can get the liquid strobe and just, it's beaming, it's It looks more reflective. It looks more beautiful. You can like control the product if you do not want like a super beaming highlight. You can just blend some onto your hand and then just take some from your hand, then lightly dab that. That's going to be great. That would still work if you want a subtle highlight. But for the price point of this, I mean, it's a good product. This is a good product. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it works for what it stands for. It gives you a nice glow. It is a good product. It's not mind-blowing. It's not amazing. So far, itong tatlong to, hindi sila must-have. So, para sa akin, hindi must-have yung tinted primer and itong liquid strobes, just because I think you can get better products at this price point. The next product I'm going to talk about is their Fiber Mascara. The Fiber Mascara also comes in this beautiful holographic packaging, and you can see like what the mascara is supposed to look like. Meron siyang dalawang end. So, ito yung sa fibers and ito yung sa mascara. Ito yung sa fibers. Ito yung sa mascara. I love this mascara. It gives me length. It does not really give me volume, but it gives me length. It makes my lashes look so beautiful and so lengthy, and it doesn't clump up. So I tried like the first step is you put the mascara, you put the fibers, and then the mascara again. And then what I would do sometimes is I'll put another layer of the fibers and then put another layer of mascara. And if you keep on layering, it does not clump. The only issue that I have with this fiber mascara is that when I am wearing contact lenses. So I am not wearing this mascara today because I am wearing contact lenses. Hindi to waterproof, hindi siya nag-claim na waterproof siya. Pag hindi ako nakasuot ng contact lenses, gustong-gusto ko siya. The issue that I have with here, na kapag may suot akong contact lenses, is that since magpapatangga ako ng solution sa mata, after nun, syempre mababasa siya. May time na mababasa siya, hindi naman may iwasan yun. And once na nabasa na siya, hindi siya magra-run down ng black. But ang issue ko is that yung fibers natatanggal. And then, ang dami kong makikitang black things dito. Tapos nagfe-flake yung mascara once na nabasa na siya. And ang dami ko na nakikitang black dito na mayat-maya, tinatanggal ko. Tapos, dumidikit din yung fibers sa lenses ko. Tapos, it's so uncomfortable. Especially, kasi mafe-feel mo na kapag may contact lenses ka, tapos may pumapasok sa mata mo, masakit. So, kapag naka-contacts ako, hindi ko talaga siya gusto pag naka-contacts ako. Pero, kapag hindi ako naka-contacts, gustong-gusto ko siya kasi nga nagle-lengthen siya, hindi siya nagka-clump. Tapos, as long as hindi siya nababasa, magsistay put siya sa eyes mo, hindi siya magsasmudge, hindi siya magfi-flake, magsistay yung fibers sa lashes mo. So, this is a great mascara. Is it a must-have? For me, yes, you should go and get this and try this because it is a beautiful mascara. But do not wear this when you're wearing contact lenses kasi pag madalas kang mag-contact lens tapos mahilig ka magsuot ng mascara, hindi ito mag-work sa'yo kasi sinasabi ko na once nagpatak ka ng solution sa mata mo, mag-flake na lang to. Kung san-san sa mukha mo, makakita ka na lang ng black and yung fibers nagsa-start din mahulog nun. Next product that I'm going to talk about is this one. This comes in a holographic packaging as well. Ito yung brow pencil. This is a retractable brow pencil that has a triangular end. So, ito yung end niya. So, it's more of like the triangular shape. This is in the shade brown, by the way. I believe they have another shade called dark brown, but I just got the lighter one, which is brown. So it is what I am wearing. This is what I'm wearing on my brows today, and it looks beautiful. Wala akong issue sa pencil na to. So it's like a typical pencil na it stays put throughout the day. Madali siyang i-glide, madali siyang i-blend sa brows. Hindi siya mahirap i-work with. I like the shade. I like the shade of this brow pencil. Wala akong issue sa shade niya. Wala akong issue sa staying power. Wala akong issue sa pag-glide niya or sa pag-blend niya. Although medyo mataba yung tip niya. I mean, if you have like thinner brows, I would not say that you should grab this. It's not meant for those who have thin brows, because this has like a thick as end, like you saw it. It's a triangular end, so it's not going to be as precise as you want it to be. So if may manipis kayong kilay, I would not suggest this. But if you have thicker brows, you can go try this. Hindi kayo magsisisi. It's not really a waste of money if you get this, kasi maganda yung formulation niya. Yun nga, madaling i-apply, madaling i-blend. Nagsistay naman siya sa brows throughout the day. Maganda yung shade niya, although may dalawang shades lang. So if you have even lighter hair than me, this might not work for you. But if you have like the same hair color as me or even darker, the shades would work beautifully on you. So is it a must-have? Not necessarily a must-have. You can go try this. It's a good product. I wouldn't say it's the best brow product I've tried. I mean, I love my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I love my Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. I mean, I have like brow products that I love more than this. But if you are willing to try a new brow product, I would be happy to recommend this. So next, I am going to talk about the 3 liners. You have the liquid liner here, and you have the 2 gel liners right here. So in the gold packaging, we have the beige one, and this holographic packaging is the black one, and then the other holographic packaging is the liquid liner, the black liquid liner. So it also comes in this nude packaging, and you can see like the shade on top of that. It's black, and then it has a beautiful fine tip. Okay, so this is like a felt tip liner. There it is. Its swatch is really black, and I can say that I love this eyeliner. Easy to draw with it. Ang dali-daling gumawa ng wings sa kanya since it is so thin and precise. Lalash siya all day. And it is really, really, really black. So if you are looking for a black eyeliner that does not smudge, that does not budge, that does not move all day, this is the eyeliner for you. The formulation on this eyeliner is really good. So is this a must-have? Yes, this is a must-have. I would highly recommend this eyeliner kasi sobrang ganda niya talagang gamitin and sobrang dali niyang gamitin. By far, this is my favorite eyeliner. Now let's move on to the 2 gel liners. As I've said, we have the black one and the beige one. They are both retractable eyeliners, like so. So these are the swatches right here. So you have the black one and the beige one. Stays all day onto my waterline and onto my tight line, because I do like to tight line sometimes. They both stay well on the waterline, and once nanilagay mo na sila, they are not going to budge or move. This doesn't claim that it is long lasting, but it is long lasting. It is really long lasting. I've used this several times when I got it, and they stay put. They really do stay put once you swipe them onto your waterline or tight line. They just stay right there, and they glide on easily. I do not have issues with them being rough on my waterline or tight line because they glide smoothly. They stay throughout the day. Is it a must-have? not necessarily a must-have again. I mean, kung may liners na kayo na ganito, I wouldn't suggest that you go and grab them. But if you want to try them, they are good products. Items I'm going to talk about are these palettes right here. So I have the eye contour palette and I have the eyeshadow palettes. This one, the City Mini palettes. So I do have both the warm and the cool palette. Pero ang isa-swatch ko lang is the warm one because I am giving away these two right here. So I'm giving away the cool eye contour palette and then the cool warm palette on a giveaway that I am putting up. Dami ko ng items na nasa giveaway ko and idadagdag ko tong dalawang to kasi yung mga palettes, so yun, yung mga palettes na nilalagay ko doon is more of like warm tones. So ngayon, maglalagay tayo ng cool tones doon and ito na yung ilalagay ko doon. For you guys out there who want to like try this, they will be on my future giveaway which I will announce soon. Make sure to like come by to my channel again and check that one out if you wanna win some makeup. This is the eye contour warm palette. The pan size on these items are like small. For the price, they are small. I mean, good gracious. It is small. I mean, you get 5 shades in here. And then they are small. I mean, I like the sizing of this better than this. The thing that annoys me with this product is that the pans are like the size of the pans, people. It's so small. So you barely even get to fit your brushes in this 4 pans right here. It's annoying how small the pan sizes are. The good thing about this palette, on the other hand, is that the formulation is good. By the way, this is like a magnetic palette. It blends beautifully on the eyes. I do not have issue with blending or it being patchy. The darkest color blends great. I really do like the formulation of this palette. I have nothing bad to say about the formulation of the palette or the color selections because I think the color selections are really if you want an everyday look. For the price, do I think it is a must-have or it is worth it? No. If only the pan sizes were bigger, I would say it is worth it, that it would be a must-have. But since the pan sizes are like really small, you really don't get to that much product. So for me, it's not a must-have, but it's not a bad product. It's just that the sizing of the pans is like small. So again, these shadows work beautiful in the eyes. They have that enough pigmentation. They feel smooth, they feel buttery, they feel creamy. This shade right here, the darkest shade, is kind of dry. You feel it like really dry. But the 4 shades right here are like butter. They feel so smooth and they feel so good. Like it feels so smooth and creamy, and even when you swatch them, they feel nice. But the darkest shade isn't patchy. It just feels drier than the rest of the shades, but nonetheless, it's still beautiful. It works so well with the eyes. So I have these like 4 lighter shades on my eyes right now. The only shade I didn't use today is this dark one because I use to deepen up my outer area or my outer corners. Ginamit ko yung doon sa Jet Setter palette, which we will talk about in a minute. But this has good formulations. Again, they are a bit powdery, but it's not really an issue to me. They do have a bit of fallout, but again, not a big issue to me because you can just take a powder brush and just dust it off away. The only big issue that I have is, again, the pan sizing. Next palette I'm going to talk about is this one. This is a City Mini palette. They have the same formulation as the City Mini palette. So I've heard that the City Mini palettes are great, but I haven't tried them personally. The pan sizing of this is similar to the City Mini palettes. They are quite small, but they are not as terrible as the sizing of the Eye Contour palette. The sizing of this and the amount of product that you get is better than the Eye Contour palette. I do actually love this palette. Like, I love this palette. I love the shades in them. I love how they blend. I love how poppin' some of these shimmers are. So as you can see, the Eye Contour palette is like more of mattes, but this has like great shimmers in it, and the shimmers are like poppin'. So the dark shade right here, similar to the Eye Contour palette, it's kind of dry. It's drier texture than the rest of the shadows. The rest of the shadows are like butter. The rest of the shadows feel buttery, they feel creamy, they feel really good, and they apply really good. Actually, the formulation of this is an A+. So the Eye Contour palette and this palette has an A+ formula. They are comparable to like higher end brands. But as I've said, the sizing is just a no-no. So this and the Eye Contour palette has the same price. I do think this is a lot more worth it than the Eye Contour palette. Is this a must-have for me? Yes. If you are deciding between the Eye Contour palette and this palette, I would suggest that you just go get this palette because it is a lot more worth it. I mean, all you get there is mattes, and here you have a mix of mattes and shimmers, and I think it's just a lot more worth it. I mean, the mattes here have the same formula as the mattes on the Eye Contour palette. So if you really want to try or to get a palette from the Maybelline and Gigi Hadid collection, go get this palette right here. Just pass on to the Eye Contour palette and just get this palette. Ito lang yung Maybelline palette na nagustuhan ko kasi hindi ko talaga gusto yung blush palette, yung nudes palette, or rocks palette. Kaya hindi ko din yon in-include sa giveaway ko kasi ako mismo hindi ko gusto. So I wouldn't put things on the giveaway that I didn't like. But this, I do like. That is why I'm going to put the cool palette on my giveaway. But not the least is the main star of the whole collection, and I would believe that this is it. This is the Jet Setter palette. It comes in this holographic packaging. You take that off and you're left with this nude packaging. You open this up and you get a mirror right there. You have a mirror right there. You get 2 balms, 2 concealers, 4 shadows, 2 brushes, 1 face brush, 1 eye brush, and then you get this colossal mascara, you get a highlighter, bronzer, and a blush. So this is like your travel palette. You have almost everything. Wearing the blush, highlight, and bronzer from this palette. I'm also wearing the light concealer. I use the darker concealer and mix it with the light concealer as my eye primer. I use the blending brush to blend my eyeshadow today, and I use this brush right here, the little brush right here, to blend my shadow, and I did use the darker brown shade here to deepen up my outer V. This palette is good. This whole palette is good. You have a mascara, the Colossal Mascara, which is good. I've also tried it. So it's a beautiful mascara. And you get it here inside the palette, which is a bonus, especially if you love traveling and if you just want to carry around an all-around palette. This is a nice deal for you. The issue that I have in here is the sizing of the pans for the blush, bronzer, and highlight. Medyo mahirap kunin yung bronzer and blush. Especially yung blush kasi sobrang liit niya talaga. So I had to find a brush that would fit. The brush that it comes with it, this face brush that it comes with it, I really do not like it. It feels so stiff. I tried using it. I tried using it. So tinry ko naman siyang gamitin, pero it scratches my face. Hindi ko gusto yung feeling niya sa face ko. It feels super cheap. It's a no-no. This small brush, on the other hand, I like. It blends the shadows well. It packs color well. So I do like this tiny little brush. So I like the formulation of the blush, bronzer, and the highlight. It is what I'm wearing again on my cheeks. The blush here, it looks intense. If you do not tap off your brush that well, yes, it will be intense. So make sure you tap off your brush and blend it nicely for you not to get like just a big round placement of blush on your face. So maganda yung pigmentation itong tatlo. Yung shadows, ayos naman, maganda din naman. Ang issue ko sa shadows is that I do not get the color selection. For this whole look, I think these are like a lot more cool tone that I just don't think they don't go well with the blush, bronzer, and highlight that this palette has. It's like a lot more cool tone, but the formulation is good. They are similar to the other palettes that I've shown you, the City Mini palette and the Eye Contour palette. They have similar formulations. The only issue is that the color selection in here is not that great. The tinted lip balms, they are mediocre. The lip balms, yes, they are moisturizing, but the tint almost never shows on my lips. So unless you put a concealer on top and then put the balm on top, the colors will show better. But if you just use them alone, the tint do not show that much. The concealers are okay. I'm wearing the light concealer underneath my eye, my nose area, my chin, and my forehead. It's good for highlighting your face, but it will not conceal anything. So if you have a darker concealer that you want to use under your eye, you can put that and just put these two concealers right here. You can just put the lighter concealer on your eye to like lighten any concealer up, but again, it will not be covering anything. So that being said, is the palette a must-have? And for me, again, it is a no. But if you love Gigi Hadid, if you think this is worth the money, this is worth the splurge, you think that you travel a lot and you think that you will get the most use out of this palette, then go get it. And if you think it's too much money to spend on this product, then please don't get it. Don't force yourself to get it, because again, there are lots of products that are better than this. It's not a bad product, but it is not a great product. It's not a product that blows my mind off. It's just a good product. Now, you know, I can use this, I can get a use out of this, but it's not a holy grail, it's not a must-have. So, ayun guys, yun na lahat ng Gigi Hadid products na nabili ko. And I hope natulungan ko kayo sa pagde-decide ng products na gusto nyong bilhin. Alam ko, sobrang daming gustong mag-try nito and almost sold out na sila. Yun nga, sinabi ko lang yung thoughts ko sa products na to para alam nyo. Kasi I've bought this with my own money and I want to share my experience with you para alam nyo if worth it yung gagastusin nyo na pera. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like this video. And if may questions pa kayo about the products here, just comment it down below. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like this video, and click the subscribe button down below to be a part of my family. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!